Hello friends, welcome to my channel, a channel for learning simple coding. If you find this video to be helpful, please like, share and subscribe my channel. In this video number 46, we are going to understand how to create associated or static function in Rust programming language, and how to call normal function or static function, and how we can create a new static type of function to create a new instance of structures in Rust programming language. Let's start. So again we have the same project class 41 to all. Here in lib directory I have mentioned here the module folder, and in mode I will define the file which I am going to use in main. So first I am creating this file. The file is static function, static fn.sr. So static function we are creating here. So I declare this public function and I say get static. This is only a normal function, but we will create here static function for structure. And in mode I am going to change it. So I say static fn. Now go to coding. Here I define first of all structure. So I say here struct I can say that is rectangle, normal one. I say length, number type, so I say i32. Then I say breadth, also i32. This is a normal structure, and I create function for this. I say impl, and here I say rectangle, and I create a function, normal function as we create for rectangle. So I say func get area, and here I use self. It's a normal function, no return type, and here I say println area of rectangle equal to, and here I pass self dot length multiply by self dot breadth. It's a very simple one, nothing is special in it. So we are doing this. Now I define structure data type. So I say rectangle, and here I define length 5, breadth I say 10, and I call a function rect dot get area. So this is simple one that I am getting here, calling it. Now I call it here. I say use module, and here I use static this, and under this I call it, I say static fn dot fn get static. So this I need to call. Save this. So this is okay because I create this function get static. So I call it here and I try to run it. I say cargo run. You see that it is running and displaying accurate answer 50. Remember that it's a normal way to declare a structure and define a function for a structure. Now we are creating special static function. For creating a static function, you have to remember that suppose here I say get info, and I need to avoid passing self. If I pass self reference here, that means it's a instance function. This function will call after creating an instance of this structure. Means if I define the variable of a structure, then I can call it with the help of dot as we do in classes. But now if I am not passing here a self reference, remember that means this function by default is a static function, and it would not be called by this one, the instance of rectangle. It will call directly by the rectangle. I tell you how. It's a normal function. So I print information here. I say it is a static get info function. Remember that, and I just do this. Remember that if I call it like this, I say get info, it is not coming automatically, but forcefully if I call it like that, it will be error. I run it once again and you will see that it is error, and it's saying that this function do not have self parameter. Remember that, that's why it's a associated function. Remember that. So associated or static type of function, it cannot be called like this. So it cannot be called with the instance of this rectangle. It will call directly by the rectangle. So it will call like this. Remember, rectangle, and by using these two columns, then we can use it. And this time if I execute it, it will call. No problem at all. And you see it is a static get info function. Remember that, spelling mistake function. So you can call it directly with the help of structure name. As we do in a static function in class, we called a static function with the name of a class. So similarly, we are calling this function with the help of a structure name, and colon, two colon we have as a reference to this. Remember that. So this is static or associated function. This is associated or static function, and this is normal or instance function. Remember that. Now in this lecture I told you that we have to learn this special function that we have created, the difference between calling function with colon and with calling dot. So this is for instance function and this is for static function. Remember that we have learned so far. Now we just create new function for creating an instance of a structure. So we try to do this. So here I create fn and I say new, and here I pass L of I32, B of I32. I'm trying to do this, and as an instance I need to pass the address of this rectangle, and here I say let rect equal to rectangle. Here I pass length is L, breadth is B, like this by using curly brackets. So I define this, and now I return rect, and I remove this. Like this, I am returning this, and this is a new function. Remember that we are returning a rectangle. We created a rectangle here, pass the value here, and we can do in single line also, no problem at all. We can do in single line also, like that. We can do this. We can do like this also in a single line. So we're returning this instance here, and we have a new function here. Try to create using this function. So I say let rect1, and here I call rectangle new, and I'm passing here suppose 10 and 20 that I'm going to pass here. Then I call rect1 dot get area. So I'm calling this get area now. Try to execute this once again. You see that we have the 200 as a rectangle area. Remember that with the help of this new function we are creating the instance of a new rectangle. Remember that here we have to pass the rectangle object, but here we are just directly creating an instance of this rectangle. We have a new function like we are creating an instance of a structure. We are passing a value here L and B, and we are generating a new instance of a structure similar to this line. This line is same, but we are using here static or associated function, and here directly we are creating an instance of a structure. Remember that. So it's so simple to understand that what is the difference between static or instance function, that is clear here. How to call here instance function or associated or static function, like that we need to call it by using colon. So that we have understand in this video or class number 46. Remember that it's a important concept. If you know, then you can do mastery in Rust programming language. Now I think you understand how to use or create associated function in Rust programming language. If you understand it, if you learned something special, something new from this video, please consider to subscribe this channel. Thank you for watching this video.